Thank you for joining our online session this afternoon. Isa na naman pong serye ng Power Platform ang inyong mapapakinggan kasama ang ating mga keynote speakers. Ako po si Kat Cunanan, Customer Success Manager ng Alpha Connections, and it is my honor to be your host for this webinar. Our webinar is entitled Digitizing with Microsoft Power Platform. So gusto nyo bang matutong gumawa ng sarili nyong application para sa operations ng company or ng organization ninyo? Like for example, attendance app or yung mga app na if you want to apply for a leave like SL, VL, EVL, etc. Or yung mga application para sa mga guests na papasok sa building ninyo para lahat centralized yung record and monitored online. So also, no need to fill out any paper form to ask for any approvals or in your guest list, for example. So lahat po yan, bibigyan namin kayo ng idea and knowledge on how to start your own platform. This session aims to highlight best practices and key learnings of how we can cope up with the new normal with technology solutions. These opportunities are very useful nowadays since most of the companies are doing work from home setup. This will also help innovate your business, thus giving good outputs, saving time, money, and other resources. And Alpha Connections is here to cater and assist you with these requirements. So nais ko po munang ipakilala sa inyo ang aming company. Alpha Connections provide a full suite of comprehensive IT solutions designed to boost your organization's productivity and reduce operating and investment costs. We are the Microsoft Fast Track Ready partner in ASEAN since 2016. We are first in Asia, supporting Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, Philippines, and Indonesia. Amidst this pandemic and driven by innovation, we integrate crucial business applications on a centralized Microsoft to accelerate communication and optimize the way people work. So sa nakikita po ninyo, these are some of our certificates from Microsoft. This contributes to the deployment of the business. So we have 9 times gold competencies and 3 silver competencies as well. Alpha Connections is also certified as a Microsoft authorized education partner. So we are offering workshops to enable our client to adopt new technologies such as Power Apps, Flow, and Power BI. We are also offering customization services to assist our client to automate their business requirements. So for more info on our products and services, kindly follow our Facebook page. So that's www.facebook.com/alphaconnectionsphilippines or www.facebook.com/alphaconnections. And our website is www.alphaconnections.com. So before we officially start the session, para po sa mga nangangailangan ng e-certificates, isi-send po namin yung link later. And please also expect to receive your e-certificate 1 week after po ng webinar. So to start, ipapakilala ko po sa inyo ang ating first speaker, Dorel Angco. As the specialist for modern work for Microsoft Philippines, Dorel is responsible for leading Microsoft's business in developing and driving strategies for modern work, productivity, collaboration, cloud telephony, security, and compliance. He works directly with customers, partners, and local government to help accelerate digital transformation in the Philippines. Dorel, on top of his growing academic background, has 7 years of experience in diverse fields such as banking, advertising, and IT industry, working as a professional focused on solution selling. So here we go. Let's turn it over to Dorel.
Alright, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Ako nga po pala si Dorel Angco, Specialist for Modern Workplace from Microsoft. At bago tayo magsimula, gusto ko lang magpasalamat kay Catherine sa kanyang introduction, kay Alpha Connections for inviting me today, and syempre, sa inyo na nagbigay oras ngayon sa webinar. So ang topic natin ngayon ay all about the Power Platform. Magsisimula ako sa value ng plataforma, and mamaya ang ating mga technical resource from Alpha Connection ay gagawa ng demo at magdi-deep dive sa mga use cases kung paano nga natin to magagamit. Marami tayong tatalakayin, kaya let's get right into it. At bago natin siguro talakayin ang business value ng Power Platform, i-highlight muna natin ang mga challenges when it comes to building business applications. So ang nakikita nyo in front of your screen are actually 10 main points of the usual business challenges that we see in our customers across the world. So this could actually be divided or at least categorized in 4 main layers. So the first one is restraints in terms of resources. Second is automation of processes. Third is stakeholders. And lastly, we have your governance and security and compliance. Now, going into the detail of each of those layers or categories, we would be able to highlight the following. So pagdating sa resource constraints, dito papasok yung budget, dito papasok yung time, and of course the other resources that we need, such as maybe manpower, and of course leveraging the existing technology such as what you see here. And pagdating naman sa automation of processes, dito na papasok yung mga paper transactions natin, and of course simplifying yung mga complex na meron tayo ngayon na probably papakita rin ni Alpha Connections later. And syempre, meron din tayong ibang layer dyan at ito yung mga ating mga stakeholders. Dito papasok yung IT and or business partnership. And of course, yung mga business expectations ng ating mga executives and owners, especially when it comes to maybe how you can leverage your existing technology, and of course, how you can properly maybe do away with your legacy systems, and of course, or probably go into maintaining that aspect altogether. And finally, meron tayong last layer, which would fall under governance and security and compliance. But I would just like to highlight on this part. So shadow IT, ito yung mga third-party applications natin, not sanctioned by your own IT development. So dito pumapasok yung probably yung mga commercial applications or yung mga consumer grade applications natin, like maybe, let's say, a communication platform that is not technically approved by IT. So pwede dito pumasok yung mga chat applications, pwede pumasok dito yung mga storage solutions na mga dinadownload ng ating mga users from time to time. At ngayon, nakita na natin ng mga business challenges pagdating sa paggawa ng business applications. Papakita ko na sa inyo ngayon ang power ng Microsoft Power Platform. So ito ay isang tool or isang connected platform that empowers everyone to be innovative. So through that approach, makikita natin dito sa screen nyo ang tatlong main aspects kung ano nga ba ang matutulong natin. Unang-una, it can help you build web and mobile applications and workflows fast and without limits. Second, it will give you insights from your data regardless of where it lives. And finally, touching on my last point pagdating sa challenges kanina, meron tayong enterprise-ready security and governance. And what you can see in front of you now is the Microsoft Power Platform. So addressing the values that I presented from the previous slide, you can see here how it aligns in terms of empowering millions of people to achieve more through to Microsoft's mission. So ang vision namin sa Power Platform nagsimula from the recognition of data, which is increasingly flowing from everything, and a belief that organizations that harness their data to gain insights then can use this information to drive intelligent business processes. So given this insight, meron kaming data na nagsasabi na this will actually outperform, or ang mga tao or ang mga kumpanya na gumagamit ng plataforma na to will outperform those that don't. And syempre, we also recognize in terms of manpower, hindi ganun karami ang ating mga programmers, data scientists, tech professionals to go around. So our goal was to actually help build a platform targeting these technology experts and the millions of other frontline workers who see opportunities every day para makagawa ng something na makakatulong sa kanilang organisasyon, especially pagdating lang dun sa mga status quo. But of course, ito rin yung mga mga tao na hindi pa na-empower before to do anything about it. So pagdating sa aming guiding vision, which is a framework we call the AAA loop, this is a closed loop system allowing users to gain insights from their data, used to drive intelligent business processes via apps they build and processes they automate. So, judging from what I've said, pagdating dun sa AAA, unang-una, data. Meron tayong analyze aspect doon. Second, build, which is more of an action, which is act. And finally, automate, which also stands for automate. And that forms our AAA loop. And, and going with the Power Platform now, it will allow you to implement this vision via 3 cloud services on what you see in front of your screen. So we have here your Power BI, which will help you in the analyze aspect. We have here your Power Apps aspect, which would help tackle the act or the action. And then finally, we have here your Power Automate, which will help with the automate action or automate option pagdating dun sa AAA. So going through the technology or at least the solutions in front of you, gusto ko lang pakita na yung Power Apps natin, it's actually a great tool to allow anyone to build web and mobile applications without writing code. So ang maganda dito is yung natural connection between Power BI and Power Apps. As you can see in front of your screen, meron tayong line interconnected with one another, which makes it more effortless to put insights in the hands of of course, your maintenance workers, teachers, or even on the long side of your frontliners in terms of delivering tailored, specific task applications that will enable your users to be more productive and make their work perhaps a little less tedious in the long run. And of course, like Power BI, Power Apps connects hundreds of business systems and databases, making it easy for all your workers with existing processes and data that makes the business tick. And in terms of data capturing in Power Apps, this can actually make it way right back to those users and various systems for further analysis, creating a closed loop processes for continuous improvement. And dagdag ko lang, yung Power Apps actually comes built in and fully managed by enterprise-grade data store called Common Data Services or CDS. So, importante ito para sa mga applications that generate data not designed for a legacy system. And of course, through those Power BI and Flow na merong deep connections doon sa CDS, making it more easier to get even more value from data na nakalagay doon. So extending sa Power Platform via the connectors that I shared earlier to other Microsoft offerings, this will allow our clients to leverage those investments and create productivity faster. So for example, meron tayong Office 365 wherein we offer a complete intelligent solution that empowers your employees to be more creative, collaborate, and work together within the Office 365 and of course Teams. For Dynamics 365, nandito rin ang ating mga intelligent business applications wherein we offer a complete set of solutions across marketing, sales, commerce, service, finance, operations, and talent. And finally, meron tayong Microsoft Azure wherein we are delivering the most productive, hybrid, intelligent, and trusted cloud to run your businesses. So ang Azure is actually offered across 54 regions, and this would showcase that we have the enough resources than any other cloud provider. And now we will go a bit more granular towards the solution under Power Platform. At unang-una, of course, is yung Power Apps. With Power Apps, this solution will actually help you build and consume solutions for web and mobile. And then here you can see that there are 3 main points. The first one is build highly customized task and role-based Canvas applications. And it doesn't just stop there because when it comes to sources, you can actually not just use one, but you can actually use multiple sources to emphasize on this first point. On the second point, in terms of generating immersive model-driven apps, this usually starts from your data model and business processes. So just imagine all those scenarios wherein you have to do something and then translate that into the power of the application itself. And finally, we have here your fully accessible apps, which you can consume across your web and mobile. So this can be accessed as a standalone application or even on any devices available. And our second solution is actually Power Automate. From the name itself, Automate, you will be able to automate and integrate business processes with the use of this solution. So diving on the first point, as you can see, this can actually be integrated across your applications and services. What you can see in front of you, it might be a bit small, is an example of how Power Automate works. So just going into the detail, this is an example of invoice processing that a customer did for their own organization. So what happened is you have a trigger which would flow automatically across certain areas. So here in this case is meron tayong email na natanggap. So ang condition natin is when a new email arrives, what will happen is we can process the invoice using the AI builder. Next up is after we process that using AI Builder, then it will flow naturally to a route based on confidence. So here you even have more conditions. As you can see, you can even indicate if there's a yes option and there's also an if no option. So if yes, you can save the invoice details, and then if the answer is no, you can start and wait for an approval, and then that's where the outcome will be based upon. And then, so that's just one example of how Power Automate works. So what's nice about this is that it goes so much more. So as you can see from the points on the left side, you can even do this for simple automations to advanced scenarios with branches, loops, and more. So as long as you have a sustainable approach in terms of simplifying business processes. And next, you also have triggers, actions. You can even grant approvals and even get notifications right where you work and anywhere. And especially now, since there's a big demand for remote working with the lockdown in mind. And then finally, you can even also automate legacy on-prem and cloud-based applications and services. So that's just the power of Power Automate in one example and a few key scenarios or benefits. And it can go so much more. But going into the next solution area, we have your Power BI, which will allow you to gain insights from your data regardless of where it lives. What's nice about Power BI is that you can actually connect all your data and get a consolidated view across your businesses through a single pane of glass as highlighted here. What's also nice is you can create an ad hoc analysis, live dashboards, and even produce interactive reports that are easy to consume on the web and even across your mobile devices. And finally, to our last point, you can build smart apps by infusing insights from your data and drive action with the power of the Power Platform. Yep, and although this wasn't particularly highlighted earlier, I would also like to touch on the Power Virtual Agents. And from the name itself, it will allow you to create powerful agents, especially when it comes to your subject matter experts using a guided no-code graphical interface. So imagine you can create your own virtual agent without the need for data scientists or even developers. Think about the possibilities that you can enable your users from that scenario specifically. And then touching on my second point, wherein you would be able to enable the virtual agent to take action on customers' behalf. So the benefit here is that you can integrate with hundreds of services and systems out of the box and even create your custom workflows as shown earlier. And then finally, you can even keep an eye on how your virtual agent is performing by using a conversational metrics and dashboards. So what's nice about this is it will give you an in-depth AI-driven insights to actually improve on the bot performance. So it's a continuous process, and then eventually you would be able to attain the perfect standard, or at least the standard that you aim for your bot in the future. And another point to drive is I've actually shared this earlier through the word CDS, wherein you would be able to put all your data to work with Common Data Service or CDS. So jumping into the benefits, number one is that you can jumpstart applications using a standardized model with the following: business logic, security, and even integration built in. You can even extend to your own needs and integrate across your apps and services. And what's even nicer is that you can seamlessly integrate across your Microsoft cloud solutions, whether it be Dynamics 365, Office 365, and Azure integration. So this is all augmented with data from industry partners. At para ma-summarize lang ang napag-usapan ko kanina or at least ang aking mga nag-share tungkol sa Power Platform, itong slide na to would talk about how it all comes together in terms of customizing, extending, and building up all the applications you need. And as mentioned earlier, it integrates all across your Microsoft 365 or at least Microsoft cloud solutions. And here, as a first point, you can tailor out-of-the-box solutions, embedded forms, and dashboards. At sa nabanggit ko kanina, this will be powered through the power of Power BI in building your dashboards, embedded forms through maybe Microsoft Forms, and then tailoring out-of-the-box solutions maybe through the use of Power Automate or even Power Apps. And then touching on Power Apps, dito tayo papasok sa second point, which is a highly customized task and role-based apps. So ito would be highly customized or tailor-fitted towards your users, especially pagdating sa kung paano nila gagamitin to on a day-to-day basis. And finally, on my last point is we have your immersive and end-to-end solution, which will integrate across multiple devices as what we can see on your screen, showcasing at least the power of the platform itself and ensuring that your users are productive no matter where they are and even on whatever devices they are on. At syempre, meron pa tayong ibang point na gusto natin i-drive, which was highlighted also as one of the challenges earlier, which is a requirement is an enterprise-grade management and control. So through the Power Platform, yeah, your identity is actually managed through Active Directory. And through Active Directory, you would be able to enable rich policies and even multi-factor authentication, which is a must now. Kasi as mentioned, maybe just touching on the security aspect, MFA actually helps reduce risk or for your organization at around 99% already just by enabling it. So imagine the benefit that comes from it already in terms of productivity and also on a security and management control standpoint. And then here, you will also have an admin center. So with an admin center, meron kayong opportunity or meron kayong view on actually more on access sa mga full audit logs, even usage analytics, data loss prevention, and even security and data management. So it's all under one admin center, which will help you in especially in terms of managing everything. And then touching on that point further, you would also be able to centrally manage all your applications, whether it be first and third party, as long as they're deployed across your organization through the use of this center. Another point to drive is yung cloud and on-premise connectivity natin. So we have built-in connectivity to over 270 plus cloud services, as you can see on the right side, wherein there are multiple icons. So these icons are not just services, it can either be databases also or even web APIs and then so much more. And here you can also seamlessly have a hybrid connectivity to on-premise systems via the on-premise data gateway. And then finally, you can also build custom connectors for everyone to leverage on as long as maybe if just in case it's not available here. At pag pinag-uusapan natin ng mga technical na mga tao natin or mga technical resources, we can even amplify their productivity using this platform by extending applications using custom code. You can build custom controls and connectors that everyone can use with Power Apps component framework. You can even write advanced client or server-side logic leveraging Azure Machine Learning, cognitive services, Bing APIs, custom code, or any services of your choice. And then finally, you can also leverage on Azure DevOps to seamlessly manage your solution. And I think siguro ang mga tanong natin dito is, sino ba gumagamit itong platform and bagay ba sa akin to? And just to share some data is we actually have around 3 million monthly active users who are leveraging on the platform. And then in terms of financial benefits, our data suggests that there is a 362% 362% return on investment over a 3-year term. And these are just some of the famous names across the industries. So on healthcare, on finance, on manufacturing, on food and beverage, you see here some famous names that you probably recognize already. And then just touching on that further, this would be some of our users who are leveraging on Power Apps, who are leveraging on Power BI, and we are now actually approaching the end of my session. So from just to recap everything, you were able to see the power of Power Platform, or at least the benefits in terms of using it, whether it be to automation, whether it be through interactive dashboards, or whether it be leveraging on existing processes and then using a common data services to access everything and integrate across your Microsoft Cloud solutions. So the next step here is really you can already get started. You can approach Alpha Connections, or you can even explore even more through this website, powerplatform.com. But stay tuned because we will also dive in a little bit deeper later from some use cases and some technical demos, which will be done by our partner here, which is Alpha Connections. And there, I think that ends my part. Again, salamat sa inyong lahat for taking the time to listen to me today. And I will now turn it over to Alpha Connections for the next few portions. Salamat po.
Salamat, Terrell. Pakinggan naman po natin ang ating pangalawang speaker, si Renz Martin. Renz has more than 7 years of IT experience in Dubai and recently as Microsoft 365 Cloud Adoption Engineer here in Alpha Connections. He has worked both in customer and solutions provider environment. So to discuss the overview of Power Platform, I'll hand it over to Renz.
Thank you so much, Kat. Good day, everyone. My name is Renz Martin, Microsoft 365 Adoption Engineer. I'll be presenting Power Platform overview and kung paano po ito makakatulong sa ating business process, especially to lessen our manual process sa iba't ibang department ng ating organization. So let's begin po. Ito po yung agenda po natin for today. First po, we have about the Power Platform. Second, user interface insights. Third, we have demonstration. Fourth, use case. And lastly, have questions and answer portion. So let's begin po with the question, what is Power Platform? So Power Platform po ay isang solution na composed po with different applications. So hindi lang po siya isa but 4 na applications. So the first one po is yung Power Apps. Second one is yung Power Automate. Third one is yung Power BI, and fourth one is yung Power Virtual Agents. So kanina po na-discuss po ni Mr. Durrell yung benefits na pwede nating makuha sa Power Platform. Ngayon po, let's begin po exploring the features na pwede po nating magamit and useful for us to create a powerful tool sa ating mga processes. So first one po, we have Artificial Intelligence Builder. So ang Microsoft po ay nag-build na po ng templates or ready-to-use applications for us to use. Tayo na lang po ang magko-customize. Second one po is yung Common Data Service. Ito po ay isang magandang way for us to manage yung data na nakolekta po natin. And third one po, we have Data Connectors. May mga solutions na pwede nating i-incorporate dito po sa Power Platform when it comes to database. Okay, so let's proceed na po exploring the user interface natin sa mga applications. So first one, we have Power Apps. Power Apps po, like I mentioned po, we have them templates and ready-to-use apps. We also have services, connectors, and data. So ito po yung interface po ng Power Apps. So as you can see po, napaka-easy niya pong gamitin because po aside for the tools na pwede natin gamitin to build applications, makikita na rin po natin real-time yung ating application na ginagawa. Pwede rin po natin i-test yung application before po natin i-publish and i-share sa ating mga users. So we also have Power Automate. This is related to creating flows sa ating business processes. So we have actions, triggers, and of course, connections. So ito po yung portal or page po na pwede nating gamitin or access when it comes to creating Power Automate. So Power Automate po is creating flows. So as you can see po, napaka easy to understand naman po kung to create a flows sa ating portal. Meron din po tayong mga templates na pwede natin gamitin. And good thing about this one po is that it's not only limited po sa ating mga Microsoft 365 services, we can also use this Power Automate with different applications po na available po. Is yung Power BI po. Power BI po is more on dashboards, reports, data flows, data sets, workbooks, and apps. Ito po yung portal page po ng Power BI. Makikita po natin dito lahat po ng mga information na kolekta po natin. And ini-illustrate na po yung mga data natin dito. So lastly po, we have Power Agent po. Ito po ay isang magandang solution when it comes to customer engagement and team support. Ito po yung ating page when it comes to accessing the Power Virtual Agent po natin. So as you can see po, makikita po natin dito yung mga pwede natin gawing topics for us to produce and i-publish po under the bot na makikreate po natin. And of course po, meron din po tayong monitoring services po dito using the analytics. So let's begin na po with the presentation of Microsoft.
Microsoft. Engage and connect with citizens. How can I create a highly personalized experience for my citizens, knowing that today's citizens demand a higher level of service? How can I improve my agency's collaboration, transparency, and sustainability by using more secure and compliant tools? How can I make citizen and government engagement more accessible and inclusive for all populations? Microsoft helps streamline and connect siloed and disparate data sources into a single, accessible database that can be turned into actionable insights. Governments of all shapes and sizes, at all stages of their digital transformation, can take advantage of these tools. Meet our citizen, Marissa, who is blind. She's preparing for a big interview tomorrow using accessible mobile apps to plan a route that suits her needs. Jose is a transportation planner at a major urban transportation provider who shows how Marissa's transit plan is made possible. He is responsible for planning optimal routes overnight for next-day commute reservations using Dynamics 365 dashboards. He pulls information on traffic, maintenance, worker availability, citizen usage/reservations, and more, all into a single view. Jose notices there isn't enough buses for tomorrow's rides. He talks to Henry, his operations manager, using Microsoft Teams. Henry used Virtual Agent Bot on Dynamics 365 to run through multiple scenarios on how to fix the shortage of buses. The bot produces multiple options to fix the problem, including one option that allows Henry to run all other scenarios simultaneously to see which one gets done fastest. And Marissa, who now prepares for her big day, can use accessibility tools like Seeing AI and Microsoft Soundscape to help her navigate and arrive at her interview on time. Because Marissa's expectations and needs were put front and center, she has a personalized citizen experience that focused on security and accessibility, making her experience as seamless as possible. For the transportation workers, Microsoft connected siloed systems and used the power of tools like AI to turn that data into actionable insights for employees and help them better engage with their citizens. Go Ahead Singapore want to become the urban transportation provider of the future. To overcome their challenges, they use Dynamics 365 Customer Service and Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations to gather information and analyze their bus captains' performances. They identified areas of improvement, which were incorporated into performance training sessions and equipped them with necessary skills to excel in their future roles. This improved the customer experience by modernizing their outdated legacy system and streamlining the process with an online form to collect consumer feedback, resulting in a 30% increase in the volume of commuter feedback received and an average 30 hours saving per person per month in manual data processing. Microsoft has empowered government organizations for over 40 years to meet their mission and provide the best possible services to their agencies, citizens, and residents. We work with thousands of agencies around the world to help enhance their government services. Governments of all shapes and sizes, at all stages of their digital transformation, can take advantage of the tools we showed you today. Let us show you how we can help. Microsoft. Empowered citizens, empowered societies, empowered governments.
Ayan po, napanood po natin ang concept ng services under Microsoft 365 and kung paano po ito mai-improve ang ating mga services related po sa ating government agencies. So now po, let's proceed na po with the demonstration. Back to you, Catherine.
Thank you for that discussion, Renz. So to do the demo for the 30-day trial is one of our fast track engineers here in Alpha Connections, Andrew Toquero. Andrew has 6 years of IT support experience with direct engagement with end users in different sectors. So hello, Andrew.
Thank you so much, Kat, and a good day po to all the viewers. Please allow me to introduce myself again. My name is Andrew. I'm a fast track engineer under Microsoft partner Alpha Connection Philippines. So for today po, papakita ko lang sa inyo kung how you can sign up for a 30-day trial account or 30-day trial Office 365 E5 tenant. So let me begin po. Pakita ko lang yung requirements natin. There's actually just 3 requirements to sign up for a trial account. So one is you must have an active email, a working email. So it can be outlook.com, hotmail.com, gmail.com. As long as the email account receives mails po, it nakakatanggap siya ng email, then you're good to go. Second is you must visit the link. Just go to this link, tinyurl.com/tryoffice365e5. Last one is you must have your mobile phones available po since meron pong isesend si Microsoft or Office 365 na code that will be used for the activation po ng trial account natin. Okay, so let's try to sign up na po. Let me just share my other screen. So for the sake of the demo, nag-create na po ako ng free account. Account then. So as mentioned, visit lang natin yung link and then scroll down. You may just close this one. Scroll down for a bit po. Just click on free trial. And this should be the sign up page. Just give it a few seconds to load. All right. So dito na po natin ilalagay yung active email natin. I've created one for the sake of the demo. So demo E5 trial, click on next. So now it's checking po if meron bang naka-associate na active tenant, active Office 365 account dito sa ginamit natin email, which is looking good. Wala naman. So just set up account, just fill this information. So put my name, put my phone number, so company name. So as an individual po, you can put in any company name. If you're just exploring naman yung Office 365, you just really wanted to try the services, not only the Power Platform apps, Office 365 services such as SharePoint, OneDrive, any company name po, pwede nyo ilagay. So for me, just gonna put in here Aconnect Power Platform, and then company size, pili lang po tayo. And then Philippines, if you notice my error message, no worries po, let's specify lang natin yung country, and then the phone number will be recognized as a Philippines mobile number. Just click on next. Okay, so ito na po, you have two options to send the code or just answer the phone, call the number. So for me, I just get to choose to send the code. I have my phone available. So medyo, all right, nandito na po yung code. Hold on. 8598. And then verify. Okay. Business name, you can use po yung company name na in-specify nyo sa taas. Ito po yung magiging domain natin. So, whenever you sign up po for an Office 365 tenant or any subscription, bibigyan kayo ni Microsoft or Office 365 ng default na domain, which is ending with onmicrosoft.com, and before that is your company name. So mukhang okay naman siya, available naman siya, hindi pa siya nagagamit. So just click on next. And ito na po yung username natin. So and by the way, by default po, pag nag-sign up kayo, admin account ang makikreate na una. Since the landing page mo dito is yung admin center, which we're gonna show you po later on after we successfully sign up. So take note po natin yung username natin. Anyway, by the end naman po ng sign up, di-display pa rin naman yung username. So you still have a chance to copy and save those up. So for me, nakalista na siya akin prior. Kaya click ko lang yung sign up. Give it a few seconds or a few moments to create your account. Yes, well, with an E5 subscription, you get to try all Office 365 services po. But for E5, ang Power Apps na plan niya lang po is Plan 1. So later on po, we're gonna sign up for Plan 2 naman ng Power Apps. So this is so you can create as many apps as you want within the 30-day span. Okay, so ayan po, display naman yung user ID natin. Please take note lang po yung username kasi gagamitin po natin to when we sign in sa Office 5 also for the trial ng Power Apps Plan 2. So just to make sure, copy ko pa rin, although meron naman ako nakalista. And then just click to go to setup. So as mentioned po, ang landing page natin after successfully signing up is yung admin center. Now to verify po na we have the E5 license assigned to our admin account, refresh ko lang to. And then on the left navigation po, expand nyo lang yung users tab. Click on active users. Alright, so ito na po yung account natin, admin account. So as you can see, meron tayong E5 license. Now again po, sa E5, plan 1 lang yung Power Apps. So that's why we still need to sign up for plan ng Power Apps para unlimited yung app na makikreate natin within 30 days. Then, powerapps.com. Start free. Click on yung start free or try free. Any of the two will still take us to the sign up page. So copy lang din natin yung admin account natin kanina or yung sinet up nating Office 365 account. Click on sign up. Click on start po. Give it a few moments to load. Okay, so we have successfully, ito po is nothing to worry about. I-allow ko lang yung cookie since naka-incognito ako. So, yep, by default po, wala po siyang error. Pag nagsasign up lang naman tayo ng trial ng Power Apps Plan 2. Okay, yeah, give it a few moments po to load everything kay Power Apps. Now, balik lang po ako dun sa Office 365 tenant natin, this tab. Refresh ko lang po again. Confirm natin if we've successfully signed up for the Power Apps Plan 2. To do so, just on the left navigation po, on the left menu, expand natin yung billing section. Click on your products. So it should display po all subscription na meron tayo dito sa trial tenant natin. Trial account. Okay. So nandiyan na po yung plan 2 and then we have the E5 trial. So both trials successfully signed up. Now last step lang po. Hindi naman po automatically automatically rather po just to make sure lang na magagamit natin yung plan 2 na Power Apps is balik tayo kay active users and then confirm natin if yung license that's easy. Just click on your account. In any case na hindi siya nag-automatically assign, click on account properties or just your name, naka-highlight. Click on licenses and apps. And then just make sure na naka-tick yung box and naka-enable para naka-assign yung license. So, all good naman po. So, I'm gonna close this one. It's very easy po to sign up ng trial account. So, Microsoft really gives us benefits na ma-explore natin yung services na meron sila for enterprise, for business. It's as easy as 3 requirements. It only requires, again, an email. You're good to go po to sign up for trial accounts and then start using Office 365 services yung Power Platform. So that's all. Thank you. Back to you, Kat.
Thank you, Andrew. So just take note on the requirements needed and let's listen to another demo of app customization. Ang susunod po nating speaker ay si John Vince Gomez, isa sa application developer ng Alpha Connections. John has 6 years of IT experience focusing on SharePoint and Power Apps development. Hi, John.
Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to create a simple time attendance app using SharePoint Online and Power App. Here in our application, we need to add records and view records. For example, employee name and our email at our current location by adding a connector. So we need also to attach a picture from our application, and then upon clicking on submit, an email will be sent so that we can confirm if the login has been successful. So here's a view history. Makita natin yung lahat ng records na na-add natin. We can also filter by time and types. For example, lunch out. So there are 2 records. Sa time out, may 3 records. So that's it. Alright, so dito sa SharePoint site natin, SharePoint Online, gumawa tayo ng 3 SharePoint list, which is time in types, office location, and attendance. So kay time in types, gumawa ako ng isang column and nag-add ako ng 4 records, which is si time in, time out, lunch in, and lunch out. Kay office location naman, gumawa rin ako ng isang column which is office. And then nag-add ako ng 3 records, BGC, Alabang, and Eastwood. Same goes with attendance list. Ito yung serve as a database natin or backend sa pag nag-login tayo sa ating Power Apps. So nag-create ako ng columns, which is time and types, office location, employee name, email address, and current location. In-add ko rin sa view si created and created by columns. So okay, let's start. So by navigating make.powerapps.com, click lang na tab and new app. So mag-start tayo with the blank cat. So using a phone layout. So as home screen or landing page once na inopen natin yung gagawin nating time attendance application. So here need natin mag-add ng rectangle icon for our header and footer. So here, position lang then Control C and Control V natin for our footer. So add tayo ng logo. So by clicking media and image, add natin yung sa image property or sa image source, click natin yung file. So para uniform yung logo natin sa ating application, palitan natin yung color nung header and footer. Two ways to change the color or the feel ng rectangle. One is dito sa right hand side by clicking on color picker, and then second is by clicking on the rectangle item and selecting the fill property sa taas. So dito are ng color, for example blue. Yan. Or yellow. Yan. So yan. Two ways po yan. And then we need to add label para sa ating header label. So sa text, palitan natin siya ng attendance app. And then change natin yung alignment niya to center. Yung palitan natin din yung color to color white. Same lang, two ways, dito sa property shortcut or dito sa right hand side na properties. So on default, yung theme na ginagamit natin upon creating sa start with a blank canvas, color blue yung default niya. So para uniform din sa ating logo, click natin yung theme na standard na red. Yan. So now we need to create or add two buttons for add records and view history or view records. So here, add tayo ng dalawa by clicking on button. Yan. And center lang natin. So sa first button natin, change natin yung name to time in or time out. Then second button natin is change natin name to view records. So if nalalakihan kayo sa font, pwede natin palitan yung font size to 21. Then pati yung view records na button natin. So here, pag click daw natin si time in, kailangan mag-navigate sa new screen. So, kailangan natin gumawa ng two screens for time in and view records. So, click natin si new screen and then click on blank. So, rename natin si screen 2 for add record screen. Then, header nitong home screen natin. So, select rectangle 1 and label 1. Control C and then Control V. So, adjust lang natin yung positioning. Yan. And then, ano daw yung kailangan natin? Add record screen. So, para makapag-add tayo ng record, kailangan natin si edit form. Kailangan natin gumawa ng form. So, sa form, palitan natin to ng attendance form. Default, wala pa tayong data source na connected sa app natin. So, click lang natin si connect date to data and then search natin si SharePoint. Then, click natin si SharePoint connector and then click on any available connection dun sa SharePoint. So, here, connect to a SharePoint site. Copy lang natin yung URL ng site collection natin or subsite. And then, paste natin and then click connect. So, sa choose a list, may 3 list tayong ginawa kanina. So, si attendance, office location, and time in types. So, click on connect. And then, wait lang natin na ma-add sila sa app natin. So, yan, mananotice natin na na-add sila ngayon. So, balik tayo sa preview and then click natin ulit si add record screen. Then, click natin si attendance form. And sa properties, click natin si attendance list. So, siya yung pinaka-main list natin. Doon tayo mag-add ng records. And doon tayo kukuha ng view records. So, here, kita natin na na-add lahat ng available fields dun sa attendance list. So, para ma-edit natin yan, ma-remove yung mga hindi natin kailangan na fields, click lang natin si edit fields, and then here, nandito yung list ng mga fields na added. So, si title, hindi natin kailangan yan. Click natin si remove, and then sort din natin yung positioning. So, si employee name sa taas, then email address. Yan. So here, si time in types, on default, single line of text yung ginawa natin sa kanya sa SharePoint list. So, need daw natin siyang palitan ng drop-down. So, paano? By clicking on attendance form, edit fields, then sa time in types, change lang natin yung control type to allowed values. Same goes with office location. Change natin to allowed values. Yan. So, yan na yung attendance form natin. And kailangan na fields for our add time in record. So, the attachments, medyo malaki. Pwede natin siyang resize by clicking on the attachment field. Yan, resize natin. Yan. So, on default, si time in types, walang laman. So, need daw natin siyang lagyan ng laman based dun sa ginawa nating SharePoint list na si time in types and office location. Paano? Click lang natin si add record screen and then select natin yung unvisible property. So, kailangan natin gumawa ng collection nung record sa SharePoint list na ginawa natin kanina. So, sa add record screen, gamit lang tayo ng clear collect function. So, sa unvisible, lagi niyang gagamitin si clear collect to collect. Ano yung collection name? call types, gawin natin. And then, ano yung source or a record or table to collect? So, dito, sa call types, sa time-in types, sino daw yung record? So, C, time-in types. So, hanapin lang natin yung time-in types na list. Ayan. So, select lang natin siya if available na siya na connection dito sa app natin. Same goes with office location. So, gamitin ulit natin si clear collect na function. Then, gawa tayo ng collection na call location, yung name, and then yung item or yung record to collect, which is si office location. Ayan. So, available na yung collection na gagamitin natin for our two fields na si time-in types and office location. So, para magamit natin yan, click lang natin si time-in types na field. So, on default, hindi siya pwedeng i-edit. Yung items property niya, uneditable. So, by clicking on advanced tab and clicking on the lock icon, and pwede na siya unlock, and then pwede na siya nating palitan yung items property niya. So, sino daw yung kailangan natin? Si call types, yung ginawa nating collection kanina. So, may error sa properties. Change lang natin yung value to types. Then, sa update property, palitan natin yung selected that value to selected that types. Same goes with office location. So sa items, unlock lang natin, then type natin si call location. Yan. And then click yung update, selected that office. Same si call location, yung value, palitan natin to office. Yan. So, balik tayo kay home screen and then balik ulit tayo kay add record screen. So, at first, pagka-add natin nun, hindi pa siya naglo-load. Wala pang laman yung collection niya. So, once na lumabas tayo ng add record screen and then bumalik tayo sa on visible niya, dun pa lang niya iraran yung function na clear collect. So, we can check. So, tama naman yung values sa time-in types. Same goes with office location. So, kanina, sa sample app natin, kailangan daw natin yung makuha yung current location ng user nung app. So, by clicking on add record screen, add tayo ng label. Then, lagay lang natin sa bandang taas. Then, change natin yung font to 13. And then, connect tayo ng, gamit tayo ng Bing Maps na connector. So, same. Click lang yung left navigation. And then, click si connectors. And then, click natin yung Bing Maps na connector. So, add a connection pag walang connection. So, ako may connection ako ni Bing Maps. Click lang. Then, if added na siya sa app natin, pwede na natin siyang magamit. So, here, balik tayo sa tree view natin. And then, click natin si add record screen ulit. Then, click natin yung label natin. So, here's the text property. Palitan natin yung text natin. For example, you are here. And yung connector natin, which is si Bing Maps. So, Bing Maps. So, gamitin natin si Bing Maps get collection by point. Then, yung need niya is si latitude and longitude. So, location dot latitude and location dot longitude. So, dito sa location or sa Bing Maps natin, required is naka-open yung GPS natin and naka-open yung location sa mobile phone natin or sa desktop and laptops na gagamitin natin. So here, si address and then si formatted address. Yan. So dito pwede natin makuha yung formatted address. So naka-format na yung address, yung location ko as formatted address. Pwede rin naman available is sa record is si country region. So ano daw yung country region nung current user. So ako nasa Vietnam. Ayan yung country region ko. So para mas kita natin kung anong talaga yung address nung current location ko, mas maganda siguro si formatted address na lang. Yan. Then, pwede natin italicize. Okay. So, yan. Resize lang natin. Yan. Yan. And then, sabi kanina, kailangan natin makuha yung user profile natin. So, for example, dito kay employee name, default niya si parent default. So, walang value yan on default natin. So, palitan natin siya to our user that full name. So, paano? Click on advance. So, in default, naka-lock siya. So, unlock natin. Then, gamitin natin si user that full name. Then, same goes with email address. Unlock natin and then gamitin natin si user.email. So, si user function, available naman siya sa Google, yung description niya. So, si user, nire-retrieve niya lang yung current user na gumagamit nitong Power Apps. Okay? So, pwede naman na gumamit tayo ng Office 365 connector. Tapos, yun yung gamitin natin dito. Okay? Let's move on. So, here sa current location, para maiwasan natin, kunwari yung maki-login sa ibang ka-work natin, pwede natin gawin dito is i-hide natin siya. So, default value is si parent default. So, pwede natin gawin is kunin natin yung ginawa nating function kanina, si Bing Maps. Then, change natin yung default ni current location to Bing Maps that get location by point. Yung formatted address. So, once na submit natin, ito yung ma-add na data sa current location na column. Alright, so hide natin siya. So, yan. So, pwede dito sa properties or dito sa taas. So, click natin sa visible. Upon on default, na true, pwede natin siyang i-false. Yan. So, wala na siya sa view natin. Okay? So, para naman magandang tingnan yung mga fields natin, field name or display name ng mga field natin, pwede natin change sa advanced by clicking on display name. Yan. Email address. time in types, office location, and attachments. Okay? So, paano natin masasubmit? So, click insert tayo ng button. So, lagyan natin sa bandang baba. Then, format lang natin to. Yan. Or, ibaba natin konti. Yan. So, here, change natin yung name ng button to submit button. Okay? So, dito, pwede natin change yung field natin to display mode edit, or display mode to view. So, default niya is edit. Change lang natin to display mode to view. Okay? So, ang parent niya is si attendance form. So, si attendance form, default mode niya is edit. So, manually palitan natin yung per fields. Okay? Alright. So, yan. So, sa submit button, gamit tayo ng submit form na function, which is hindi sa submit natin, si attendance form. Okay? Anytime na on select, anytime na kiklik natin or isa-select natin si submit button, i-run niya yung function na submit form kay SharePoint. Okay? So, check natin. So, yan. Kailangan natin is bumalik sa home screen and then click natin si time in, time out. So, si time in, time out, on default, wala pang mangyayari pag kinlik natin to. So, need natin gumamit ng navigate function. Okay? Navigate function kanino? Kay add record screen. And then, screen transition to none. Okay? So, pag click natin, automatic siya mapupunta kay add record screen. So, same behavior. Hindi pa natin makikita yung fields kasi nga hindi pa natin na-set yung function na new form kay time in button. Okay? So, kailangan every time na magkiklik tayo, dapat daw si attendance form is laging naka-new form. Okay? Alright. Check natin. Click natin si time in. So, yan. Naka-new form siya. So, every time na i-click natin yung time in button, always yung attendance form is naka-new form. Okay? Yan. So, pwede na natin matry. For example, gusto ko mag-lunch in or lunch out. And yung office ko is sa Eastwood. Then, click on submit. Okay? Alright. Check natin sa ating SharePoint online list kung gumagana yung submit button natin. Okay, balik tayo kay SharePoint online. And then, click natin si attendance list. Ayan. So, here, pwede natin ma-verify kung tama ba yung mga na-add sa fields natin. Okay? So, sa time in types, lunch out, correct? Si office location, Eastwood. So, employee name and email address. So, si current location, na-add niya rin. And then, si created. So, ito yung magsaserve as kung anong time siya nag-login. And anong date, okay? Then, created by. So, yun nga, for example, sasabihin ko sa cowork ko na login mo naman ako. So, bawal. Kasi makikita natin sa sa backend natin or sa SharePoint natin kung sinong user ba talaga yung nag-add ng records. Okay? So going back to our Power Studio, Power App Studio. So kanina pag nag-click tayo, parang sira pa yung behavior ng application natin. So every time na mag-submit form, pwede tayong maglagay ng navigate or back function. So si back function, kung saan siya galing kanina, dun siya pupunta. Parang navigate lang din to. For example, galing kay home screen, then time in tayo, tapos nag-submit tayo, saan siya galing kanina? Kay home screen. So dun lang siya babalik. Okay? So here sa add record screen natin, pwede rin tayo mag-add ng icon na back icon or left. So yan. Lagay natin siya sa may header natin. And then resize na lang natin and change yung color to white. Yan. So pwede rin natin palitan yung padding niya para mas magandang tingnan. To 10. Yan. So yan. So, sa on-select nito, pwede natin gamitin si navigate to home screen and screen transition to none. Okay, try natin. So, nandito ako ngayon sa add record screen. Pag pinili ko siya, so, nandun ako sa home screen. So, pwede rin gamitin si back. So, yan. Okay, try natin ulit. Balik tayo kay home screen, then preview, select ng time in, then click lang nito back. Okay, same lang sila nung function na navigate. Okay, ang pinagkaiba lang si navigate, pwede mong i-specify kung saang screen ka pupunta. Okay, next si view records. Need naman daw natin gumawa ng screen for our view records button. Okay, click on new screen again, blank. Then same, change natin yung name niya to view records. Okay, then same, click natin si rectangle and label, copy, and then paste. Position, okay, correct. Then add daw tayo ng gallery. So add gallery, then click lang natin si vertical, and then click natin yung data source na i-display natin dito. So for our application, ang main list natin si attendance. So click lang natin si attendance. Yan. So on default, yan yung records lang na available, which is si launch out lang. Okay, so on default then, ito yung mga available na fields kay gallery. So pwede nating palitan si gallery ng view record gallery. Okay, so sa view record gallery, ito yung mga available fields niya. So pwede natin delete. Okay, so magkaka-error daw si title. So delete na lang natin. Okay, subtitle, delete din natin. Okay, so ang pwede natin gawin is mag-insert tayo ng label. So ano daw di-display natin? So for example, sa record natin is C type. Okay, example, time in types. Okay, C launch out. Alright, so pwede natin i-copy, paste. Then anong gusto natin? Location. Okay, office location. Okay, And then, copy ulit natin, paste. Then, ano yung next na gusto natin? Si created. Or what? Anong time siya add ng record? Ng time in? Anong oras siya nag-time out? Or anong oras siya nag-lunch out? Okay, this item dot created. So, okay. So, same si created, makikita natin. Okay. So, i-edit lang natin. So, edit natin yung font size. Gawin natin 15. Okay. 15. Masyadong malaki pag 21. Ayan. And, ayusin lang natin yung pagkakaayos niya. Then, pangit naman kung ganyan lang. Add ulit tayo ng label. Okay. Para sa name ng label natin. For example, ito, si launch out. So, pwede natin gawing type. Okay. Yan. Change ulit natin to 15. Okay. Yan, pwede natin baguhin. Then, edit lang natin. Same, copy natin, paste, edit, then, location. Okay. Alright. So, same here, copy, paste, and time. Alright. Edit lang natin yung positioning niya. Okay. Yan. Pwede natin gawin dito is change natin to yung font weight from normal to bold. Okay. Alright. So, yan. Ayos na yung view records natin. So, try natin mag-add ng records para madagdagan yung mga records na ma-view natin sa app natin. So, for example, mag-launch in na ako. So, same is with yung location ko. Click on submit. Okay. Then, add ulit tayo for timeout. So, timeout ko na is to submit. Okay. So, sa view records, wala pang nangyayari kasi hindi pa natin nasiset yung on select na property niya. So, select natin si view records, then on select. Gamitin natin yung navigate function to navigate to view records. Okay? View records, screen transition to none. Pwede naman kayo mamili kung anong screen transition yung gusto nyo. So, okay, check natin. So, pag nilig natin sa view records, yan, makita natin na may 3 records na tayo. So, ito, mali yung ginawa natin. So, ayan, kailangan natin i-make sure yung label na i-add natin is under sa gallery natin. So, sa instance na to, mali yung positioning na nalagay natin. Bawal natin siyang i-drag and drop dun sa gallery. So, another option, delete natin. Then, click natin yung pinaka-gallery. And then, or click tong pencil icon. Then, click on label. So, notice na label na add dun sa loob ng gallery. Okay? So, here, this item dot, ano nga una? Type. Okay? Types. Time in types. Okay? Or, hindi natin kailangan kasi yung label name lang naman yung need natin. Ano daw? Type. Okay? So, change natin yung font to 15. Then, yung font weight to bold. Okay? Edit natin. Yan. Then, lagay lang natin sa tabi ng launch out. Copy, paste. Then, edit location. Okay? Same for our time. Edit lang natin. Okay? Yan. Edit. Okay. So, notice natin na review na natin yung tatlong records natin. Okay? So, And copy natin yung back button natin dito sa add record screen. Then paste natin sa view records. Okay. Yan. I-set natin. Okay. So check natin. Balik tayo sa home screen. Then preview. Then click on view records. Yan. Okay. So next, kailangan natin gumawa ng screen for this next arrow. Okay. So need natin daw gumawa ng screen para ma-view natin yung pinaka-records. Okay. So click on X. Then sa taas, new screen, and then blank. So here, sa baba, palitan natin ng name to view records selected. Alright. So, same. Copy natin yung header, then paste. Okay. So, dito naman, sa add record screen natin, ang ginamit natin is si form edit form. Dito naman sa view record selected natin is si forms display form. Okay. Same, connect to data. Then, yan. Pag na-add na naman, dito na lang tayo sa data source, click on attendance. Yan, same. Balik ka sa tree view, then si form viewer. Okay, so, palitan natin siya ng name to display selected. Okay. So, here, wala pang edit ulit natin yung fields para remove si title. Then, si employee name, lagay sa taas. Then, employee address. Then, okay. So, si attachments, wala. Lagay natin. Si attachments. Okay. Yan. And, sino daw yung kailangan natin kanina? Si created time. Okay, created. Alright. Yun siya. So, data natin ulit si attachments or si created. Lagay na lang natin sa taas ni attachments. Okay. So, on default, wala tayong select. So, walang data na lumalabas. Okay. So, here, punta tayo kay view records. So, dito sa next arrow natin, navigate tayo to saan? Sa view record selected na screen natin. Then, screen, transition to none. Okay. Okay. Ayan. So, need natin si select parent para same yung item na ma-edit natin. Okay. So, check natin. Click. Then, yun. Napunta tayo sa view record selected na screen natin. So, walang laman kasi need natin edit yung item properties ni display form or si display selected form. So, sa item, default walang laman. So, sa item, ano daw? Si select parent. So, kukuha tayo kay gallery. So, view record gallery dot selected. Okay. Same. Okay. Balik tayo kay view records. Click tayo ng isang record dito. For example, timeout ko sa Eastwood. Then, click. Okay. So, makikita yung details nung record na timeout details ko. Okay. So, the created time. So, 8:24. Yan. And time and date. Then, yung current location na kung saan ako nag-log in or nag-time out. And then, saan yung office location ko. Then, ano yung time in type. Okay. Alright. So, here sa view record selected, need daw natin ng filter. Okay. Ay, sa view records natin, kailangan daw lagyan natin ng filter. Okay. So, here, baba natin konti. Ayan. Edit natin. Okay. So, lagyan natin to ng border. Okay. Border. So, sa filter sa taas, lagay natin. So, dito sa view records, insert, then input. Then, click lang tayo ng drop down. Okay. Or combo box yung gagamitin natin. Okay. Input or combo box. Okay. Find items daw. Ano yung items natin na available? So, pwede natin gamitin si call types natin. Okay. Call types. Yan. Call types. So, ano daw yung call types? So, call types dot types. Alright. Same. Labas tayo sa okay. Labas tayo ng view records sa screen. Then, balik tayo sa view records. Then, find items. Alright. So, sa find items, pwede natin change yung find items to all. Para if ever na on default, naka-all siya. So, lahat ng records is magdi-display. So, how? Sa advanced. So, sa more option then, sa input text placeholder, edit lang natin to all. Then, dita natin. And then, add tayo ng label. Then, name natin to filter. By. Alright. Then, properties, change natin to bold. Okay. So, on default, so view galleries. So, on default, so walang condition nakalagay. So, lahat ng records is i-display niya. So, pwede tayong gumawa ng condition. So, if kung anong record or anong type yung nakaselect dito, yun lang yung lalabas sa gallery natin. So, let's try. So, sa gallery, click lang natin si default property. Then, gawa tayo ng if. So, is not is blank. Then, expression natin. So, ito is combo box. Right? Pag hindi daw siya blank. Okay. Kuha natin si combo box 1 dot selected dot types. Okay. Then, logical test. So, sort by columns. Sort natin yung columns. Then, gamit tayo ng filter function. So, attendance. To yung gamitin natin si email address. So, filter natin. Lahat lang ng ipapakita dito is nagmamatch dun sa user natin. So, sa SharePoint Online natin, so lahat ng employee mag-add makikita dito. So, for example, si Juan de la Cruz, mag-add ng record, makikita ko rin dito. So, sa app natin, pag nag-view records tayo, dapat yung current user lang yung makakakita or yung makikita dito sa gallery. Okay? So, email address is equals to, so, si user, so same naman yung value nung email address column natin kay sa user function dot email natin. Okay? So, and so time in types. So, si time in types na column is equals to sa combo box na selected. One dot selected dot types. Then sort. So, ano yung sort niya? Then, C created. So, ascending. Okay? Then, so else. So, pag true daw, magsusort siya. Then, dapat si email address is equals to user.email and time in types na value is equals to selected combo box. Okay? So, here, pag else, so view lang lahat nung record sa attendance. Okay, may error siya. So, the error sa default, okay. So, dapat sa default is naka-blank lang siya. So, dapat kay items property tayo. So, si items property, si attendance. Okay, so na-view. Paste lang natin yung ginawa nating condition. Okay. So, alright. Format natin. Check natin. So, okay. Alright. So, si time in, wala pa tayong time in na record. So, pag blank daw, is lahat ng value dapat makita. Okay? So, select natin si lunch in. Okay? Dapat makita si lunch in. Alright. Back. So, wala kasi dun tayo nag-preview sa view records mismo. Okay. So, add tayo ng time in. So, from home screen, time in. So, office ko ngayon is Alabang. Then, submit. So, back, view records. So, filter ako ng time in. So, Alabang. So, what time? 4:34. Okay. So, click ko. So, tama ba? Yung current location ko sa office location and yung time. Alright. So, close. So, add tayo ng back button dito sa view record selected natin. Okay. Yan, back. Then, what's next? So, sabi kanina, yung submit button daw. Yung submit button daw dapat magsisend ng email para makita kung successful ba yung pag-submit natin ng record. Okay. So, first, save muna natin. Save muna natin yung app natin. So, name attendance application. Alright. Yung background color to red and then icon. Kahit anong icon. Then, save the cloud. Then, click on save. Then, back. Then, sa submit button. Then, sa submit button, kailangan daw natin mag-add ng connector. So, anong connector yung gagamitin natin para makapag-send tayo ng email upon clicking on submit button. So, connector. Click lang natin si Office 365 Outlook na connector. Then, add connection. So, yun. Click nyo lang yung available connection or if wala, add connection. Same here. Okay. So, shift enter pag gusto nyo ibaba yung function sa new line. Shift enter. Then, here, separator natin, semicolon. Okay. So, before back daw, kailangan natin mag-send ng email. So, gagamitin natin is si anong anong connector to? Office 365 Outlook. So, gamitin natin Office 365 Outlook. That. So, gagamitin natin si send email v2. Then, kanino daw naka 2? So, for example, sa manager niya or for this instance sa personal email ko muna. Okay? And then, subject. Ano daw yung subject ko? So, pwede kong kuhanin yung pwede akong gumawa ng subject na, for example, login by John Gomez at time. Okay? So, for example, so sa submit, gamitin natin si attendance form. So, si attendance form that last submit. So, siya yung last submit natin. Then, ando yung last submit natin. Ito yung mga available fields. So, pwede natin kuhanin si time in types. And, so, for example, time in. And, gawa tayo ng string by. Then, and, so, by. So, employee name. Gamitin ulit natin si attendance form. Dot last submit. Dot employee name. Okay. And, string ulit at halong time daw. So, pwede natin gamitin si form si attendance for that last submit that created. Okay. Then, yung body, wala naman tayong gagawin body. Okay lang yan. So, closed. Okay. Okay, let's try. So, sa home screen, preview ulit natin yung app. Then, click on time in. Gusto kong mag-time in ulit. Pero ngayon, office ko sa BGC. Then, magsasubmit ako. Okay. Alright. Once na submit, check natin sa SharePoint Online natin sa list na attendance list kung na-add ba yung data. Okay, so created, pwede tayo mag-newer to older. So, 540. Okay. So, BGC. Okay, na-add naman. And let's wait na lang for email natin na ma-receive. Okay, na-receive ko na yung email. So, sa ginawa natin kanina na function dun sa sa submit button natin. So, Office 365 send email v2. So, check down natin. So, okay. 2 sa akin, John Vince Gomez. Then, yung subject is, so time in types. So, time in by. Then, yung employee name at yung created date and time. Okay. Alright. So, yan. So, yan, time in, add ulit tayo, time out. So, sa Alabang naman ako nag-time out. Okay. Then, view records. Then, okay. So, here, pwede natin i-change yung filter niya to do not allow multiple values. Okay. Dito sa property, select multiple, gawin lang natin false. So every time na mag-filter tayo, laging isang value lang yung ma-filter natin. Alright? For example, timeout, sa alabang, yung recently lang. Then here, yan, makita natin yung records natin. So, na-receive ko na ulit yung email. So, timeout by John Gomez at 8/24/2020. Okay? Alright. Think that's it. Don't forget to save and then publish the app. Okay? Publish this version. So, you could share it to your colleagues by clicking share. Then, ayan lang, add nyo lang yung, enter nyo lang yung name or email address nung pag gusto nyong pag-sharean nung application para magamit nila. Okay? So, here's the apps. Click lang natin si attendance application. Then, ma-view na natin. Then, yung application natin. So, yung location, always allow lang yan kasi pag hindi naka-allow, hindi gagana yung Bing Maps natin. Alright? So, allow. So, allow time in. Okay? Then, detect yung current location natin. Yung user profile. Okay? So, I think that's it. Thank you for listening and have a nice day, guys.
Thank you, John. So nakita po natin kung paano gumawa ng time attendance app through that demo. If you need a recording for this session, we will send it out to you after. So last speaker is Mark Oliver Tagle. He is Alpha Connections Fast Track Manager for more than 2 years now and is continuously rendering his IT and professional skills to our dear clients. He will discuss use business cases and scenarios with teams. Hello, Mark.
Maraming salamat Miss Catherine sa pagpapakilala sa akin at magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Sa session pong ito, pag-uusapan natin yung mga possible business cases kung paano ninyo magagamit si Power Platform. Sa Power Platform po kasi, madami tayong pwedeng gawin. Isa sa mga halimbawa po nito is yung mga traditional way na proseso po natin na paper-based process, pwede po natin siyang gawing automation. Pero ang tanong, saan tayo magsimula at ano-ano yung mga kailangan natin ilagay sa forms? Yan yung mga possible na pwede itanong natin sa sarili natin bago tayo gumawa ng aplikasyon. Ngayon, isa po sa mga business cases po namin yung aircon company po. Siyempre, yung aircon company, madami nagtatanong tungkol sa produkto nila. Yan yung mga karaniwang problema po nila is paano nila matatrack o matitrace yung mga inquiries ng mga affiliates nila via email. At yung mga katanungan tungkol sa mga aircon parts or price po. Ang ginawa po namin is gumawa po kami ng aplikasyon at naka-embedded ito sa SharePoint ng aircon company. Tapos po, nalaman din po namin yung affiliates ng aircon company is gumagamit din po ng Office 365. Mas madali po kasi itong i-share sa mga vendors o affiliates ng company pag gumagamit din po sila ng Office 365. Tapos po, yung aircon company po is shinare po nila yung application sa mga affiliates po nila at yung mga affiliates po nila is doon na nagpa-file ng mga requests rather than nagsisend po sila ng email. Kasi po usually po yung email po kasi, di ba po, pag nagsisend po tayo ng email at madami pong nare-receive tayo ng email, hindi rin po natin napapansin. Ngayon po, ano po naging benefits po ng application po sa kanila? Unang-una po is napapabilis po masagot yung mga inquiries ng mga affiliates o ng mga vendor kasi isang system lang po ang ginagamit po nila. madali rin po na-address yung mga concerns, yung mga queries ng affiliates. At let's say po, kung kailangan sagutin ng other department yung inquiries ng mga affiliates, madali nila ma-identify or madali nilang maipapasa o ma-assign po sa different departments po para sagutin yung inquiries po ng affiliates. Ngayon po, sa susunod pong business case po, sa pangalawang business case po, is yung airline company po. Di ba po, pag airline company, may mga pilots po tayo, may mga crew members po tayo, at dapat updated po sila sa mga information po nila. Lalo na sa mga policies, yung mga internal handbook, at saka yung mga confidential information po or documents. Ang problema po kasi is ng airline company po, is paano mapapadali nila o may inform nila yung mga piloto o yung mga cabin crew sa mga policies po at sa mga handbook at sa confidential information. Paano nila masisigurado na nabasa po ng mga staff po nila. Ngayon po, ang ginawa po namin is gumawa po kami ng application na pwede nilang i-install sa mobile phone po nila at sa mga tablet po nila. Tapos yung information naka-feed na po doon or nakalagay na po doon. Tapos po ang gagawin po ng mga cabin crew or ng mga crew staff, mga pilots nila is babasahin nila po at pagkatapos po nila mabasa yung information is pwede po nilang i-acknowledge. Pagka-acknowledge po nila, i-click lang po nila yung agree button po. So pag-click po ng agree button is automatic makaka-capture ng system yung timestamp nila at sa backend po noon makakapag-generate po ng report. Ngayon po, ano magiging benefits po nila? Ang benefits po na sa application pong nito is madali pong na-improve o na-disseminate o na-share kaagad yung mga information sa mga pilots po nila at sa mga crew members po nila. Tapos po, pwede po tayo mag-send ng reminder na sa mga pilots po nila o sa mga crew members po kasi po nag-generate po yun ng report sa backend at natitrace po natin kung sino yung hindi pa nagbabasa po ng mga information or ng policy or ng handbooks po nila. Ganun po siya kabilis po. Sa pangatlong business case po natin is yung isa po sa mga retail company po. Ang challenge po nila is paano makikita o matitrace nila yung benefits ng mga item. Kasi po sa staff po nila is may benefits po sila na every produkto may mga discounts po sila. At paano nila ma-share, mapamamahagi yung information nito sa mga members po nila. Ang ginawa po namin is gumawa pa kami po ng application na pwede rin po sa mobile applications po nila. At doon po sa application na yun, makikita po ng mga staff members yung mga item na available at yung mga item na may discounted price po nila kasi ito po yung isa sa mga benefits po nila. At madali po nila mabibili. Bakit? Pwede po nila may parang shopping cart po na pwede nilang ilagay po doon. Ngayon po, ang benefits naman po nito sa retail company is mabilis po yung turnaround time, mabilis po ma-share yung information sa mga staff po nila at madali pong matrack yung mga benefits po ng mga staff po nila. Ngayon po, ano pa po ba pwede natin gawin sa Power Apps po? Isa po sa nakikita ko po na common daily na ginagawa po natin araw-araw is yung time in, time out po. Dati po na ang proseso po natin nagla-logbook, pwede po natin siyang gawing automation po. Mas maganda po pag nagkaroon po tayong automation. Bakit? Madadali po tayo makapag-generate ng report at matatrace po natin. Ngayon po, isa pa po sa mga examples na pwede po natin gawing automation, yung mga leave request po. At yung mga supplies po, katulad po ng office supplies po. Mas madali po natin nalalaman kung may mga stocks pa po tayo or ilan pa po yung mga leaves po natin at makakapag-generate po tayo na report na na ilan pa po ang mga stocks po na supplies po. At dyan po tayo nagtatapos sa business case po natin. Kung meron pa po kayong katanungan or interested po kayo gumawa ng automation at kailangan po ninyo ng tulong na gawing yung paper-based process po ninyo maging paperless, just email or communicate lang po kayo kay Miss Catherine po. At maraming salamat po sa inyo. Back to Miss Catherine.
Thank you so much, Oliver, for the detailed sample of business cases for the Power Ups. Now let's proceed to our question and answer portion. Okay, so let's call back the speakers to the virtual stage. Andrew, Renz, John, Durrell, please. Are you there?
Hey, Kat.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Good afternoon. So, our first question, let's proceed. Paano po ito, nasa live Q&A. Paano pag natapos na yung trial, sir? Gusto ko po ipagpatuloy yung paggamit ng app na nagawa ko. So, I think Andrew is the best person to answer this one. Please, Andrew.
Sige. Okay. Pag nag-end po yung trial natin, yung trial tenant, hindi naman po agad-agad mawawala yung mga apps na na-create na natin or any files na meron po tayo dun sa tenant. You will still have 30 days naman po to decide, to give you ample time to decide kung ipagpapatuloy po natin siya into a paid subscription. Makaka-receive po kayo ng email prior po dun sa end date ng trial.
Okay, got it. Other suggestions, Drew, if ever yung sa paid subscription, mga
Ayan po.
licenses, assistance.
Ayan po pala, pag doon sa email naman po, may instruction naman po kung how you can renew yung subscription, continue it with a paid subscription. But meron po kayo, if you have any trouble, if you have any issues, please reach out lang po kay Catherine and ma-address naman po niya yung mga questions sa licenses, sa subscriptions. Matutulungan niyo po kayo.
All right. Thank you, Drew, for that one.
Sige po.
Okay. Next is, I think this is for Durrell. The question I received from the email 2 days ago. Where can I learn more about the Power Platform? So I'll turn it over to Durrell. Sir.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Catherine. So that's actually a very good question, as I usually hear this from customers in the SMC space. So if you want to learn more, especially kung gusto nyo po i-pursue further yung topic, we usually suggest you go to our portal. So yung portal po na yun, it's actually free. You just need to type in aka.ms/learn. And of course, for any other technical questions or if you want to dive even further, nandito po si Alpha Connections or even us from Microsoft who can help you. So just feel free to reach out to Catherine or kahit sa akin po. We're here to help. Yep.
That's right. Thank you, Durrell. So last question. This is a phone in. I think this is regarding the live demo of the time attendance app. Ano po yung mga connectors na pwedeng gamitin para po doon sa app? So I think John can best answer this one. John?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon.
Thank you.
So sa mga connectors, merong 2 tiers of connectors na available sa Power Apps. So si standard and si premium connectors. So sa standard connectors, ito included with the qualified Office 365 licenses, and yung sa premium connectors naman is included sa paid licenses, which is si per user or per app license. So sa per app monthly, it costs $10 and $40 for unlimited apps use monthly. And you can to view all the connectors, you can go to Microsoft Docs or by navigating to docs.microsoft.com and search for the list of all Power Apps connectors. Nakalist dun lahat ng standard and premium connectors available. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, John. So thank you, speakers. Lastly, just to sum up everything po, I would like to ask Renz to give us a quick rundown of the session we had. So Renz?
Hi, Kat. To emphasize lang po yung mga advantages ng Power Platform, of course po first, ang mga business processes ay nasa single platform na po siya. And last time na po to complete our business processes and mailalaan na po natin ang mga ibang oras natin sa ibang mas importanteng task sa ating mga departamento. Third po, we have identity. So for credentials po, we can still use our Microsoft 365 username and password. For the, of course, integration po with other services po ng Microsoft 365 alongside with the other apps po na available po sa market na pwede nating integrate. So lastly po, yung guides and updates po are always available sa ating mga users because nga po yung Microsoft po, they have like a public documentation for those updates. Thank you, Kat.
Okay. Anything to add? Dorel, Drew, John, Oliver?
No, I think Renz captured everything perfectly. So yun lang po, feel free to reach out to any of us for any further questions. And thank you for tuning in sa session.
Yeah, so that ends our question and answer portion. Again, we would like to invite you to follow our Facebook accounts for ads and future sessions. So www.facebook.com/Alpha Connections Philippines and www.facebook.com/Alpha Connections. And if you want to learn more about our products and services, you may visit www.alphaconnections.com. Or as what this guys told earlier, just contact me directly for future partnerships. Again, we thank you for your time to be with us today and hope to see you soon in our next sessions. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe, everyone.